Hello, visionary investors and real estate enthusiasts. Neil Langlois here, your trusted tax strategist and guide at Neil CPA. Today, we're embarking on an enlightening journey through the world of 1031 exchanges, unveiling strategies that could dramatically enhance your investment portfolio's efficiency and growth. If you're keen on transforming your approach to real estate investing and discovering how to navigate the often misunderstood nuances of tax deferral and basis reallocation, you're in the right place. Before we dive in, make sure to hit that subscribe button and ring the bell to stay updated on all things tax strategy. Let's unlock the full potential of your real estate investments together. Imagine if you could perpetually postpone taxes on your real estate gains, reinvesting them into more lucrative opportunities. That is the promise of a 1031 exchange. But the real mastery lies beyond just deferring taxes. It's in the strategic reallocation of your old property's unused basis and understanding the intricacies of its depreciation opportunities. This is where many investors and surprisingly many CPAs and tax professionals stumble and fall on their face. My software is one of the better ones out there, and it only goes so far on properly tracking your old assets and creating your new assets when executing a 1031 exchange. I would say most tax professionals get the more complex components of a 1031 exchange wrong on the execution side of things. All right, so consider this scenario. You're about to swap an old investment property for a newer, more valuable one. There's a common approach. Simply figure out what your adjusted basis is in the older property, bring that in to your new depreciation, and just start over. Just add it and start over. So on a commercial property, you'd start over and start depreciating that old basis over 39 years instead of keeping track of where you were at and continuing to depreciate it on its remaining life. By intricately realigning the basis and leveraging the remaining depreciation life of your old property, you could amplify your tax benefits significantly. Through the rest of this video, I'm going to show you how to do that exactly, or at least the opportunities to do that. So for example, your old commercial property has a partially depreciated building with 9 years left on its depreciation schedule, meaning you bought it some 30 years ago, 39-year property, depreciated for 30, you have 9 years left. In a world where most would start a new 39-year depreciation cycle for the new commercial property on 100% of the old and new cost basis, you, the informed investor, choose to continue the 9-year trajectory as allowed by the code. This decision not only accelerates your depreciation benefits on your remaining basis from your old property, but it also maximizes cash flow in the near term, a strategy often overlooked due to its complexity or unfamiliarity to many professionals. So going a little deeper, this is the critical juncture where depth of knowledge makes a monumental difference. The ability to dissect and apply the old property's depreciation life to the new one is akin to finding a secret passage that leads to untapped opportunities by many. However, navigating this passage requires precision. Any missteps in reallocating the basis or miscalculating the depreciation schedules can lead to diminished returns or worse, IRS scrutiny. Now, we're not even finished covering this topic yet because we haven't covered the best part when an investor finds themselves in this situation. An investor is actually allowed to not only continue depreciating the old basis over the remaining life of the old assets, so 9 years, but can also rebalance that old basis over the new property's asset classes. This often allows shifting old, non-depreciable basis like land to depreciable asset basis like building and land improvements. Okay, so imagine as an example, your building's adjusted basis is $1.3 million. 1 million of that basis is land and the other 300,000 is depreciable basis. Now, as we discussed above, you can keep depreciating the $300,000 of basis in the new property, but over the 9 remaining years that you had for the old property, versus having to restart depreciating the basis over 39 years. This is great, but there is more, as I mentioned above. If we take the step of rebalancing our old basis over the new property's asset classes, we can end up even better off. Using the same building with $1.3 million of adjusted basis and finding the new property or the new building's asset class ratio to be, let's say, 75% building and 25% land, we can now shift from having only $300,000 of building basis to depreciate over 9 remaining years to having 75% of $1.3 million or $975,000 to depreciate over 9 years. This equates to $108,000 of an annual depreciation deduction, significantly more than had we not taken this crucial step. All right, if you're finding value in this breakdown and want more insights into making your investments work smarter, not harder, don't forget to subscribe to @NeilCPA. We're here to turn the complex into the actionable, making sure you're always one step ahead. All right, so before we close the video out, gotta make a joke. Here we go. Why did the investor buy a ladder? To stay on top of his depreciating assets. I mean, okay, but seriously, mastering 1031 exchanges is both an art and a science. Have any 1031 exchange stories or burning questions? Drop them below in the comments. We're all ears for a good investment journey or dilemma. In wrapping up, navigating the 1031 exchange landscape requires more than just this video. All right, next time you're looking at a 1031 exchange, go beyond the surface of the 1031 exchange and evaluate your strategies with a critical eye. Consult experts. Engage with tax professionals who don't just go by the book, but understand the nuances of your investment goals. Stay informed. The landscape of tax law is ever evolving. Keeping abreast of changes ensures your strategies remain effective and compliant. And remember, for more in-depth analyses, strategies, and tax-saving tips, make sure you're subscribed to @NeilCPA and have notifications turned on. Together, let's navigate the complexities of tax strategy and investment growth. Thanks for watching, and here's to your continued investment success.